So we'll be discussing about different types of programming languages, why Python is the best in the present market, and what will be the career path in Python when you compare with other languages. So where we use the Python programming language, which industry follows the Python. So how long we exist, all will compare. Okay, we'll compare the career path, how it like exists also, compare with other languages. Okay, so you have any programming languages knowledge? Okay, you? C, all most of people the academic guys might be having C language, no? But Python can learn without any C language concept. A fifth class student can learn Python. That's an easy language. Okay, so we'll see first. So evolution of computer programming languages. We have different types of programming languages are there. In 1980s, we go for hexadecimal programming language. Hexadecimal means you write in zeros and ones. And then we went to assembly language, mnemonic codes. The problem in hexadecimal is we write the code in zeros and ones. It's very difficult to understand the program what you have written. I written some 100 lines, zeros and ones, and if I give that program, you cannot understand. So difficult to understand. To replace that, we came with an assembly language, where you have some symbols to process any task. Then you go for general purpose C programming, for scientific applications Fortran, for object-oriented programming system we went C++. That's an object. Why you go for object-oriented programming system? That we'll discuss. And next we came Java with a web-based programming language, web-related. We came with a Ruby on Rails. That's one for web-related websites. So every language has its own history, resolving for different solutions. The first one is a mission. It speaks directly to CPU and extremely difficult to write a program while go for mission programming language. Then we go for assembly, where a collection of mnemonic codes it contains. So we have different programming languages are there. Fortran, Simula, Pascal, COBOL. This all language we came with an object oriented like Smalltalk, Object Pascal, Java. But this Python, PHP, Perl, JavaScript, these are independent programming languages. Some languages are come with different histories, but these languages are independent languages. The most popular language in the present market is now the Python. 31% programming language, 31% is the market. Now we are using Python, like Java 19%, C Sharp, C, Script, Ruby, C++. So different number of program languages, how the percentage of programming demand is there. Programming demand you can observe here. So we have different high level languages. So previously it is a low level programming. Then we went high level programming. How you speak in English, same structure you write instruction is nothing but high level programming language. In high level language like C++, the complete Windows environment is developed in C++. Then we came with an Objective-C. It's for Apple system. Apple system they developed in Objective-C. And Java for web-based application for websites development, easy way that's PHP came. Then we came with an Python, general purpose language. Python came with a general, it can be used for any purpose. You go for games, you can use. You go for web, you can use. In a reporting, you can use. Analytics, you can use. A database. So any purpose, you can use Python. The advantage of Python is general purpose programming language. I've seen the statistics also. The demand in the Python programming and Java language. So in the world, 23% Java people are using. And we have the Python with a 17% programming language. 17% programming is. The next after Java it's 17%. And if you observe in a worldwide Java, then it go for Python. And if you go for in US, the Python stands in second position, where it is 17.6% of people are using Python, and 19%, and it's every year it is downfall started for Java. So every year it is decreasing the ranking for Java. So the percentage of growth they are using it's a minus 3 point compared to other year in US itself. Why we step into Python? What is the purpose of Python? Why we use step into Python? What generic features are there to go for Python programming? We have seen in the history, Python is the best, and statistics we have seen it is on second position compared after Java. But why it is best is Python developed in late 90s 80s. It developed in 1980s only. When Java started, 95. It came in 1980s only, Python. This is a good person, this is that's an created for Python programming. How Python program language came? It's not a snake name. Python is not a snake name. It is this person is while developing this language, he used to watch some serials, TV serials. At the time the serial name was some big name that's Python was there. So he made that name as a programming language. Oh, 1980s it was existing. I'll resolve this. And Python, what is the purpose of Python is easy to learn. Why we need to learn Python? Easy to learn. Python is easy to learn. Requires less code to complete the task. We can complete the task within less number of lines. If you write in Java, if 100 lines you write, here you can write within 10 lines of program. The Python code is often 3 to 5 times shorter than Java and 5 to 10 times shorter than C++. Such a minimum lines of code it takes to write the program. And it has why the success is it's a number of collection of libraries are there. Huge number of libraries are there. If you want any task, use particular library, particular function, you can resolve the task. Such a task are there. So we can development is very easy. Fast development comes here. If compare with other language, in C++, int main, int x 12, return 0. And if for example, I want print a statement in Java, public static void main, system.out println. But in Python, just write print hello world, it prints the value. Then if you want to accept the value in Java, see how many lines you write, new scanner, enter value, out println, next ln. But you write just input, enter the value, it inputs the value. Easy way, easy user-friendly language it is. To just accept a value, how many lines you are writing here, just single line you can write it. Yeah? So it's an easy way of programming, it comes in the Python, the first step. And second step, for that reason, as it is easy language, and US, a 5th class, 6th class student, they are making as a basic programming language as a Python. Let's see, Python, how the demand. Top US computer science department, they are using Python as a first programming language. So a children can learn Python, such an easy programming language. If go for UK, if you want to learn program language, first they'll teach Python. In India, not like that. They'll teach first C++ Java. Why they made Java.NET? I'll explain that. Why made that history that Java.NET. And Python is object-oriented programming language. It's a complete object-oriented language. What is the difference between procedure-oriented, object-oriented? If C is in a procedure-oriented, C++, Java, these are all object-oriented. What advantage will go for language object-oriented? Reusability. The advantage of object-oriented language is reusability. That means I have written some code. A code contains, when you write a program, you write input, output, process, database connect. Is this no? Every program contains how to take input, how to process some input, how you need to display, how you connect with the database. That's an operation we do. But when you write in a procedure oriented C language, you have to write all 100 lines of code linked with each other. All are packed with each other. You have written 1000 lines of code, all 1000 lines input, process, output, all are packed with each other. But in object oriented, you write input separate component, output separate, and processing separate. So when you write component as a separate oriented component based languages, I can reuse the code. Your logic can be used by another developer. You have written some business logic, that logic can be used by other programmers. That's called reusability. The purpose of object-oriented program is what? Reusable. For that only, from 1980s till date, all the languages are object-oriented languages only. Whatever language you are getting now, they follows object-oriented programming. From 1980s started C++. Before that Ada programming is there, where it was an object. From that date till date they are using object-oriented programming language. The reason is reusability and easy to environment, easy to develop the new application in the development. And Python is free with huge number of libraries. It's free, open source. It's an organization developed it, and you can use any number of days you can use. There is no need to pay the money. Like you go for Java, .NET, you have to pay money for the companies. But Python, no need to pay anything. You can download from anywhere, go to python.org, download, and you can use that software. You can use that language for developing new web application. It has number of collection of libraries for different purposes there. NumPy is library for scientific applications, and Plotlib, it's a library for visualizations. Gaming, for game purpose you can use Python. For that a list of libraries will be there, programs, the functions will be there. I can use that. That can be used in biology, astronomy, cryptography, networking, web, anywhere I can use the Python. Any sector can use the Python programming language. The top 20, if see the programming language, where you realize, so these are top 20 different libraries in the Python it contains, where you can use different libraries. And Python is powerful and the robust language. Powerful means that language can be developed server side at high server side applications, where the if servers are high hitting servers are there, high hitting server website, which are high hitting server sites, Facebook, YouTube, Google, these are high hitting servers. These all applications are developed in Python programming. 95% Google is developed in Python programming. Earlier Facebook was developed in PHP. Now they converted into Python. For just to, that's a flexibility. The Python is flexible to convert from any system. But to handle such a hitting number of servers, you have the application should be changed. Server side.
Google is shifting from Python to some other language.
No, not yet started. That's Go language, that is. Not yet started. Python built high traffic sites, and you can develop robust remote control related applications. And you can develop,
Even the hardware part of integration.
yes, we can use in the hardware part also, remote applications also you can develop. NASA applications are completely developed in Python. Scientific applications are developed in Python. This can be used in where embedded scripting, image processing, and scientific applications, database program, internet scripting, GUI. I can develop GUI web applications, system softwares can be developed. This language can be developed in all these different sectors. And Python is flexible and simple. Flexible means it's very easy. I can convert the existing webs using web services concept. You can existing services can be converted into Python system. You can move the existing environment to Python environment. As it is simplicity, all top companies are using Python structure. The big clients at Disney, Mozilla, NASA, Dropbox, YouTube, the Facebook, Instagram, all these applications are developed in Django. So using Django, there's a Django framework is there. Using this framework, I can develop the web-based applications. So Python is a flexible to convert to any applications, and we can develop Python works for online also. That means I can develop websites also through Python. Whatever you developed in Java, same web-based applications can be developed in Python with less number of lines of code. That called rapid application development. So I can develop the web applications very easily using Django website. Through Django website, I can develop that. It's in a framework where I can develop the web frameworks.
The framework is basically on Python.
Yes, that uses Django framework. Django framework is a framework which uses Python language for developing websites. And year on year, why the demand is Python is going on? Why it's year on its demand in the Python? The Python is the largest year on demand. That's 90% the Google application engine is developed in Python. And in the teaching curriculum, US, UK, they are using a Python. But in India, what happened means, this Microsoft people and this for .NET and Java Oracle people, they made a course curriculum as a Java .NET as academic. And that's once BTech people come back, so all knows the Java. Python is an open source. No one will restrict that you should use this programming language. The business, what they made the business. I want to develop a website. We have number of softwares are there. Java is there, .NET is there, PHP is there, Python is there. Which one I'll choose? Why? I can develop what I do in Java, I can develop in Python. See, complete Google, PHP, YouTube all developed in Python only. A small website can be developed it, no. High performance servers are there, but resource availability. When you apply for, if I require 10 position for Java means 1000 people will apply. Same for 10 positions in Python means I won't get at least 5 resources. I won't get 5 resources who know the Python. Such a high skill demand was there. If resources are not available, obviously what I'll do, I'll shift the technology. I'll change my language to develop my website. Like that, now whatever developers, website developers are moving to a Java or a .NET. But resources are not available. The reason of that only. See, the most required skills programming language is the Python. It's not Java, .NET, PHP is not included here. See? Highly skilled resource required in the market is the Python or programming C++. Don't think C++ are a difficult language so resources are not available.
But Java is not there.
So resources are available. Demand is not existing. Demand is not existing. There's number of people learning that one. And other points why the Python is advantage is quickly prototype products, web frameworks can be developed. Web technology, you can use Python in web technology. Websites can be developed using Django framework. Django framework is it, so Django editor is it, where you can edit the websites very easily. And using Flask, there is a Flask software where you can develop mobile based applications. And same NumPy, if you want to work for scientific
Which operating system it will support, sir?
any operating system, no language has operating system specific. Anywhere you can,
Mobile.
anything, any operating system. We have softwares for different operating systems. Window based Python or Unix related Python, there will be software. Everything it will be there.
The mobile apps means our games also.
You can develop.
Everything.
That is a Flask is an environment where I can develop mobile based application. That means you develop website through Django. Same screens I want in mobile based. Using Flask framework you can develop that one. And NumPy, if you want to go for scientific applications, use this frameworks NumPy, SciPy for only for scientific,
Pandas is used
for data processing.
game Panda.
No, no, that not that one. That Panda. This one. This is a import modules are there. You can use test processing related and web mining, opinion mental, sentiment, big data systems. All big data systems are using Python. Big data are using. That means Python can be used for frameworks, Flask, Tornado, machine learning program. Directly can connect with CPUs related mission programming level. And it has a chip level programs can be developed. I'll come there. Now if you see here, now Python is a program language, the ranking how it is going on in the Python. Every year it's growing the ranking capacity. And if you see the Python jobs also, Java jobs, if search in the Java jobs, so how many jobs are available in, if search in Naukri, if search in Java, your number of jobs you'll find. Thousands of jobs will be there for Java, 31 jobs are there. But the same you apply for Python. So we have 14,333 jobs. But how many people learn? Everyone learning Java, .NET. Jobs are there, but resource availability is not there. They made the market like that. Once academics completed, people follow the same trend. They should analyze what is the demand in the market like this. The Python we have more than a 14. Every it's just 1 month back it was 12,000. Now it back it to 14,000 plus jobs are there. Just 1 month back it was to 12,000 jobs. Now it's making 14,000 jobs. And the US itself, the demand is, see, the how much demand is there. The Python 15%, Java 12%, like JavaScript 30%. 2016 the demand it is. And the Python salary growth every as a software developer it's increasing. As a software developer 5 lakhs plus package you are getting for Python programmer. Python. The highest pay is going for Python only 148k compared with other systems, other languages. The highest salary in US is going for Python only 148k. 2016 program salary range in US like JavaScript and Python, the rupee Java 114k. But the resource Python is not allowed, so 148k.
So can Python be used for
I'll
replacing
explain
JavaScript?
all that.
JavaScript.
Now, if see here, and there is some, I'll explain all this at once. Now, there is a one more architecture where you can understand the demand where it is existing. If you go for indeed.com, job trends, this is the site it explains the career path where it is existing. When you want to learn any software, we should analyze this software. For example, if you analyze for programming language like Java, what is the demand in the Java programming? 1.89. It was earlier it was 3%. We've come with .NET like that. It's up, it went down. Like PHP. But if we learn Python programming, it's a constant going. There is no downfalls for that languages. When you compare with the programming language history. When you compare with the softwares, it's different. When you come, this is a language history. When you compare with the softwares, some people learn softwares related. Whether they need to learn which software like Salesforce, that's a software related, cloud-based technology related Salesforce, the demand how it is existing. If compare with SAP CRM, SAP demand was completely downfall. There's no jobs in SAP related. Some go for Microsoft CRM. When you go for Hadoop related. So we need to compare. Go through this side. When you want to learn any software, just go for Indeed.com job trends. Shows the Hadoop and compare with the Salesforce how the demand is existing. So Salesforce is growing in the software based. When you go for language based, Python is the best. Okay. So that in a career perspective, every 3 years we change the technology. Every 3 years we change the technology. In 2005, we was a demand with the mainframes. More jobs are there in mainframe jobs. In 2000, if you learn the COBOL program, you go to US. That's a job demand was there. Now 2001 to 5, a web technology, Java, .NET, PHP like that was the demand was there. Developing the websites. In 2005 to 10, there is an ERP. SAP different number. ERP means if my client has different number of departments are there, I want to use all my departments with the same technology, same software, then go for ERP. Oracle Fusion, Microsoft Dynamics, these are the technology where we are ERP based. And we have cloud technology, that 2012 the demand which came with a cloud computing technology like Salesforce, Microsoft and Amazon website. This a cloud based was the demand in the softwares. But in 2016 the demand came with the new technologies. Like a new technology like scripting. Earlier scripting we used to use JavaScript, AngularJS. The same scripting technology we can use in Python. And Python can use for web technology through Django framework. So if you learn the Python, you can move your career with anyone. If you learn in Java, you will be in the website only. But when you learn Python, you can go for scripting side, or you can go for web technology, you can go for mobile based, or you can go for big data Hadoop. The big data Hadoop is complete in Python program. So Hadoop is what? Architecture. It's in a huge database is there. I want to maintain that huge database. So which architecture I use? Hadoop architecture. Okay. For that, which language I should use it? So use Python. So data science analytics. Analyzing the data, your future analysis about your business. That analysis analytics we called. So earlier we used to use R programming. Now they replaced with Python. Similarly, Amazon Web Services, AWS. So AWS program they are using Python. Automation tools, DevOps are using Python. If you go for DevOps, they are using Python. Now the reporting tools like Tableau uses Python. Now Tableau also using Python now. Tableau is a reporting tool. Now these people also want from a programming language Python. See, a Python programmer can shift for any technology.
So after learning Python, you can move to big data.
Anyone, any you can move. That means if you want to learn big data, or if you want AWS, or you want to go for Amazon Web Services, Tableau, anywhere, you should learn a programming language. Which language? Python.
After getting Python, you can move.
Once you learn Python, then you move the career whichever you want. The basic step, if you want to be in a software industry, if you want to be as a software engineer, you require some programming language compulsory. Which language? People learn Java and it feels difficult and they decide that program is difficult, I won't be a software engineer, they'll go to non-IT. First they learn some C programming, Java programming, and they decide program is difficult, so I won't go for program. If you learn first mathematics difficult, you won't select MPC, no? Same like that. Now the people are making programming is difficult. Since they learn Java programming, .NET programming, it has more number of program structure lines are there. You cannot analyze the OOPS concepts, make difficult. And Python is not like that. A 5th, 6th class student can learn, you can observe that such easy programming. For that reason only, and the reason which it's very easy and free source. As it's free source, what happened? All technologies and new technology. This one, data science, big data, mobile based, web services, Amazon, automation tools, DevOps. DevOps is huge demand in US now. Now in India it's coming on. They are using Python. And there's a reporting tool. Earlier Tableau was not using any programming language. Now these people are also using. It's a huge demand career path is there when you learn Python. So we learn our Python programming, which takes us 30 to 40 hours class. So then you can move the career whichever you want. Only Python also can go. Only Python for scripting purpose. Here it is scripting purpose. For website development, use Python language in our framework, Django framework.
In scripting, only Python is used.
Yes, the scripting is only Python we use. Yes. Now where Python you use, it can be scientific or data visualizations, games development, and biology, molecular biology, Django framework, GUI features. GUI applications can be developed Python very easily. GUI applications, graphical user interface, window-based applications can be developed, and natural language processing applications. Yes. For that only we made Python is a general purpose programming language. That means this language can use for any purpose, not for specific purpose. Hmm. And it has number of libraries like this. For graphical related, you can use these libraries. And if I use for I want to connect with the database related to connect, use these libraries. Libraries contains a number of functions. As I use that functions, I can deliver the product. No need to write any code. Very easy built-in functions are there. And image processing, science and mathematics related, I can use this guy NumPy. Someone developed that up. Someone developed that using Python a framework, a module they developed. Anyone can use it. Python has some list of libraries are there first time when they created. When they created, there is some set of libraries are there. Later, some other people, you develop your own library and you can upload onto organization. Others can also use it. Like that, it is increasing the Python's functionality. Getting the point? Python developed with some 100 models. You are a big developer and you want to do something source, help the Python program. You develop your own libraries, add to them. You show your performance, you'll get some projects for you. But your performance will be in that Python structure. Like that, it is extending the functionality. Web related and networking related applications. The games related applications can be developed very easily. Pygame is there, Pygame module is there. Through that I can develop gaming applications. So we write some game programs also in our structure. And window based applications and GUI applications. Mailing purpose, a mailing purpose library. If you want to develop any mail related softwares, use this library. I can develop mail applications. How Google has developed, no? The same like that you can develop it. The Gmail application software. Now where we versus the Java versus Python. Java is statical typed and is a dynamical typed. What is statical type means? You have to declare the data types. Public, static, void, main. But here you write print, print. It comes print. You don't need to declare the data. Automatically how you are entering the values, depending on that values, it takes a data type. I want to print the value 1 to 10 value. Enter the value I want to print that. Here I can just take a value I in range 1 to 10, print I, it prints it. It increments the value, takes the installation, it increments at the end of the loop. It continues the values from 1 to 9. Though, if you write in a programming Java and you write, if for example constructor concept is there in Java, if there are multiple constructors are there, different parameter constructors. So this is a single parameter, dual parameter constructor. But in Java, and that's you write 3 parameter constructors. But here you write single. So code has been minimized. As per you are passing the parameters, it passes it and returns the value. And string handling functionalities in Java we have very less functions, but in Python for every concept string related functionality, very number of functionalities are there for string related. String functionalities are more are there in Python compared to other programming. If Java, where in Java you write a greater than b, brackets and flavor brackets, semicolons, like that you write. In Python you write a greater than b colon, a equal to b, b equals c. Like that you write. Else you write here else and bracket. Then you write the statements. But here you write else colon, you write the code. Print a comma b, like that something you write. You write, we don't write any brackets, semicolons, declaration. So that's colon is there, no, this takes indent. Whatever the space is there, no, that space recognized as in this block. This block should be executed. Else block, this block should be executed, like that you can write. Java requires installation setup, JVM setups, all that. But you require Python requires no setups. It's an interpreter requires directly. And declaration also say in Python, get address, I'll get the list of values I can store in a variable. But same, if you want in Java, get address, what is a structure we have, what structure of data you are receiving, that structure you have to declare here. But here you don't need to declare, Automatically what value you are assigning, it takes the data type. What value you are giving, it analyzes that as per the data, it analyzes the data type. No need to declare any structure. And Python versus Java compilers. If for example you develop some Java application, so we have some Python source code and the Python code. I can use that your Java code. I can use your Java code. I develop some Python. I can reuse your code in my Python. For that Python compiler, what happens? It takes your application Python source code and give to the Java related application. For Java libraries, developers can use Jython, For .NET there is iron Python. That means you are developed in Java. Java program the Python. Which Python? Jython. Jython compiler takes your Java code, converts into Python related, I can use it. You have done some different Java language, you have done in .NET. That program can be converted using iron Python. Any C, we have different compilers, interpreters are there. So you have written some compile code, convert into, so where you require class file, but here it uses interpreter. Python uses interpreter, line by line translation it takes. But Java takes compiler, the complete lines of code it takes, executes. If that's in Python interpreter, it's interpreter. If you are written 100 lines of code, line by line it executes, it shows the output. Like C Python, Jython, Iron Python, Brython, Ruby Python. Your code has written something in other languages. For the corresponding Jython you use it. If you are written in Java, use Jython. It converts Python related, I can use it. So your code which you have written, Java can be used for in the Python also. No need to develop that application once again. Such functionality is available here. And we have the number of live. If say hello world in Java, if you want to write public static void main, but in Python just print hello world, it prints it. And if you want to compare two values, for example here, compare Python with Java, a string you are given, I want to split that value. Wherever the space is there, I want to split on that. Just write a dot split, automatically wherever the space is there, depending on the space, it prints the values. You don't need to write single line program for that. But here, take each character, store in a separate array, wherever the space is there. So you have written a string, take a string, wherever space is there, print that. But here you write just a dot split. Split, you can split them, that's all. And you can write a control flow, so you write if condition, else condition, while condition, you write like this. But in Python you write if condition greater than colon, you write print. Similarly, else if, you write else if colon, you write it. And you can write Java related functionality here. Write Java functionalities. If you see Java class oriented objects, class extends, like that you write. But here you write in this object oriented concepts. In Python you write object oriented, class, animal, dog, like that you can specify. We'll learn the object oriented concepts also here. And IO operations, when in Java you write a number of lines of code to access your text file and print that value automatically one by one. You are written a text file, some code, some lines of characters are there, 1000 lines characters are there. I want to print that. Just at my file dot read means it prints line by line automatically. No need to input stream, output stream, read line, read all that. You connect to the which file you want, connect that file, read, it reads the file. That's no need to think more. I want to take input stream, take a buffer, and again in read line, trim, all that you require. But here single line you can write the code. And collections, we have in Java, we have collections are there, same like list, set, maps are there. Same in Python also we have list where you can add the values. Then you have Java's comparing the values, if say number 100, so I can convert, the conversion functions are there, int, float, str, like that. You can convert data types also. For example, number equal to 100, it's in a number type. Now I want to convert into integer object, you can write int, or you can convert into float type, you can convert the float values, str functions, like that you can use it. And you can have sets, in Java you have sets, same here also we have list, set, and tuples, we have dictionaries are there. The dictionaries are there where you can take my data in a key and value like structure, key and value like, key and that, and key in that, return the value if you want, return a length value. These are be defined functions are there in this. And speed versus portability. In Java you have written number of lines of code and the portability concept they define here. Compared to Python, see if you are written, for example, I want print a particular line 100 times. You write for loop, I1, I less than 500, count plus plus print. But same Python, you write print into 100, 500 times it runs it. Print a particular string into 100 or 500 times it prints the value. No need to write any for loop like that. The string, that's called a replica. This is called replica. It replicates your string to print 500 times automatically. That's an easy procedure they provide. And if compare all language compared for Python, so python.org provides a list of language comparisons. If else Smalltalk. Smalltalk is the first object-oriented programming language. Then we came with the Java, C. That's before that Java. There is C++ was there. Then we came with the Java, then C Sharp, then Python, object-oriented program language. And the Python is hybrid and dynamic programming language. Don't need to declare, it's a dynamic programming. Multiple inheritance is allowed. We see lambda expressions also. And naming, a list of libraries are there, standard libraries where you can use it and you can close the task like this. And if you compare 115 program language in that market, the Python starts in the second position like that. Compare the 115 programming languages, where that language are existing, how they are existing. ADA language, object to C++, C sharp like that, F sharp is the D programming language. Puppet is one programming language. Go, it's a Google people developed that language, Go language. Scala, Spark, Perl, R programming language. The 14 programming language, 14 best programming language in the history nowadays, the Python is the best programming. Highest salary paying rates. And program language learning. So most of the people searching in the Google which language is the best. The answers we are getting Python is the best every year. When you search in the Google which language I need to learn first means they suggest Python. People who have knowledge in Python, Java they can say. If you ask Java people whether I need to learn Python or Java, he don't know Python. So he'll suggest learn Java. Now all people are learning, you also learn. He don't have analysis. You should analyze. If you ask Java person, more people are learning. So you also learn there is a Java depend. So don't say like that guidance. Analyze it and give the guidance. Most Python. Most speaking. So in a language, natural languages, which language highest? The Chinese, Spanish. But in a programming languages, first is like Java, then you go for in the Python like this. Now in the history now the most demand program language is Python now compared with other languages. Most popular compared with other languages in this. We learn the Python which takes a duration of 40 hours class. Write this Python as a and every day I'll give the step-by-step notes. You don't need to write anything. Once I explain the program, I'll repeat one or two times. Then I'll repeat again. You attend first a 10 days class. Once you're satisfied, then only can continue the batch. You attend 10 days. Once you satisfy the classes, then only can continue that. You can attend online or classroom. This is a meeting ID. You can attend the batch from anywhere. You can attend the batch from. You can attend if you miss any particular today class. Just make a request. I'll forward that recording class to you. Or you can attend my class through mobile also. From anywhere you can attend my class. You can attend from anywhere. And today you went for 2 days absent. So just inform me. I'll forward the recording class to you. Once training is done, we do one project. Do projects. No, we'll do the projects. We do Django project. We do Django websites. No, no. We can if you want completely project oriented, we explain 4 projects separately. So that means Python can be used in different sectors, no? That means when you want to work as a experience level, a 2 years or 3 years, you should have a project oriented experience. That as a project oriented again we explain minimum 4 to 6 projects separate batch is there, project batch. So if you are going with a fresher experience or 1+1.5 year, my training is sufficient. When you want to go as a 1 year, 1.5 year. When you want to go with a 2+ years experience or 3 years Python experience, then you should learn a project oriented batch. In that project oriented, we explain every weekend one project will explain. Like that 8 weekends, 8 projects will explain. 8 projects Python oriented project. Everything Django based. They explain different types of projects.
So in
So
embedded system, what is the role of Python?
it's a developer only.
In embedded system,
Uh,
how to use the Python? Nothing but in chip level.
we use Python is a language to write the developing the applications in the embedded systems. You can use in the scripting, you can use in the web technology for websites,
For example, if you go for the games, we are using one PA.
libraries. Same is for same embedded systems also we have list of libraries are there.
Okay, what are the libraries?
You can see that's in the list of libraries are
So
there.
any course is there for virtual embedded system Python is there?
Now when you search Python for embedded system means a libraries will get it. But before that first we should learn the Python, then you can learn the how to import that libraries, then you can get the knowledge. But when you learn the Python structure all that, then you search embedded systems related how you can use Python means a list of libraries you'll get. Use that libraries, write the programs. So we are developing a project oriented structure also separate for the people who go for experience level. But here most of the people they learn, some people learn Django, some go for big data, some will go for AWS. So we cannot analyze which is the best.
No, this projects what you're saying are into different sectors.
Different sectors. So these all projects are different sector related.
Everyone has to do, and whoever wants to go for experience project has to go do all the eight.
Not necessarily. This all 4 projects will be Django related. Some will be scripting. For that reason, what you made
How
means
big are those projects, sir?
mm-mm.
How big are those projects?
They explain the trainers will be there, project oriented trainers will be there. They explain Django related projects,
Okay.
website related. So we develop the website. We are developing our own websites in Python. So that related project we explain.
Okay.
Project oriented. That's in project.
So those projects can be,
If you want to go as a Python for Django framework, Python is scripting, then you can use for this project oriented batch. Once you learn Python, then you want AWS means AWS project we cannot explain here. Web services, big data. I cannot explain Hadoop related Python projects here. A project oriented batch we explain Python related projects.
so they have those kind of projects as well.
Yes.
Data science projects and
Yes.
that I can do and all.
It can be used in any sector. Can use for any sector for that. Once you learn, if you want Django related means learn our project batch. You can be as a web developer or scripting developer.
Basically, we are giving Django projects.
Yes.
Only Django.
Django related.
So how this helps for gaming?
Once you learn Python, use some applications, gaming. I'll give some examples in gaming related. You can move the career in that path. I'll give an example how we can use in all the sectors. Then if you want to move, they can change it. I'll give introduction how to write a game program, how to write Django frameworks.
You will let us.
Yes. I cannot give gaming related again 1 month course will be there. And framework related 1 month will be there. Then you decide whichever you want. Right, that's. So for that only we can use the career in whichever path you want, where you want to be in this path. Scripting or web technology, wherever you can be in the Python structure.
Which
But
is most popular sir, in the market among all those? Did you teach machine learning, sir?
a machine learning, no, no, it's very difficult. Don't concentrate on that.
The
You,
trend is now going for big data.
you go for anywhere now. Data science is there. If you are more number of experience is there, go for data science. 5 + 7 years experience is there, then go for data science. If you are 3 years experience gap is there, go for web technology. If 3 to 5 years experience gap, for freshers Python is the best. Learn Python with the Django framework. Below 3 years means Django. 3 to 5 years means go for Hadoop architecture. Since Hadoop they won't recruit freshers. If go for 7 + years like that, analytics, analyzing your business data, then go for a data.
Talking about any experience.
Any experience it can.
Let's say 5, 7 years plus.
Like that will make an experience gap like that. So you earlier working as an analytic an analyst, he'll make experiment like that. But for 3 years experiment people, they go for as a software developer, as a web technology developer.
Sir, we will show the jobs now, sir.
Hmm.
For that, can we select gaming jobs? The
We don't know. Some companies will ask Python developer. For which purpose they won't say.
purpose they want to say.
We require Python developer. That's all. So we have seen no Python has a 15,000 plus jobs are there. So which type later will come once enter into that environment, then they'll where you want to work it. But developer itself 4.5 to 5 lakhs will get for a developer 2 years,
Beginners.
2 to 3 years expensive.
Beginners.
Beginners 10 to 15. Everywhere we cannot expect for beginners at 3 lakhs like TCS job.
Yes.
TCS is a campus requirement, they'll pay 3 lakhs. You are not off campus, you are out of campus. So you are going to the companies, so whatever they pay, we have to go through that. Once work for 1 year, then you can go for big companies like this. Good. And the frameworks, see, in the PHP has different frameworks. Python has different frameworks, Django, Pyramid, Bottle, Flask.
Will there be more functions to be remembered in Python just as
When you press dot, list of methods will come. Programming language is very easy. You don't need to remember. But a list of steps are there, list of functions will be there, and use the syntax also. When you press dot, methods will come, parameters, everything it shows the syntax. No need to remember like this.
identify that and use it?
Yes. So there is a function that you should remember. Okay. And I'll give the list of this libraries. A 10 days class I'll give notes with the recording class. Just give your email ID. I'll share this notes, how my recording class, how my notes contains, how to install the software, what is a variable declarations, how to write if statement loops, and what is a function. So with the basic C programming functions are the concepts. That concepts we explain in the Python.
Can you practice in home service?
Anywhere you can practice. Just install. So there is an installation document is there. I'll share this all documents to you. Just sit for 5 hours. You can see all the documentations. Each recording class it takes 40 minutes like that. Within 5 hours you can complete all the classes. Then you can start the Python. You can learn the Python from anywhere. Clear?
Any specific system requirements?
No. No specific requirement is there. You can learn from anywhere. We have versions are there. Through this version you can learn it. I'll share this all notes for you. Just give your email ID. I'll pass this recording class, basic notes, how to write the small programs or big programs. We learn very easily. And you learn these concepts, first attend 1 week how I teach in my classes. Okay, content. Or you can go online or classroom and go through that. So
How much fees will be there?
it takes 40 hours class. It takes 40 hours class. 30 to, we can practice from anywhere. Through browser also you can practice.
Practicals here.
You can do, we have big lab, not here, the big lab is there.
2 years you can practice.
1 hour class means you have to practice minimum 1.5 hours to 2 hours. We have 9:30 class is there, 9:15 like that it start, and up to 11 o'clock we'll have the class. 10:30 or 11 it goes. You practice like that.
Batches?
Instructor will be there.
Morning time, morning 9:15 it starts. You can practice from anywhere. Any doubts?
So what is the price for the sales course?
You can any details you can discuss here. You can call to Madhavi. She'll give all the details. Is it? Or you can call to 9704703571.
How many days
We'll do everything.
available?
We do everything. We provide all services. Amitpet provide all services. It's a big cloud. We do all the services. We are perfect. The technical will provide the service. We are more than 100% providing the service.
So what
We give the technical
admin?
training. Perfect. Yes. We change the content what industry requires. We won't give the content what trainer knows. Every week we attend the interviews. The trainer will attend the interviews. What industry questions they are asking. As per that questions, we change our content.
The subject we teach is enough for in the
When you complete our Python training, you can go as a 1 year, 1.5 year experience as a software engineer. When you want to go with a 3 years experience, then you go with a project oriented batch. That takes 1 month course again. It explains eight projects. You start applying for the jobs. While applying for the job, if any doubts are there, you discuss with the trainer. Don't discuss with the same person who is in learning position. You discuss with the trainer what are the doubts are there.
The 8 projects and the gaming project is there.
Depending on the trainer what they learn.
If we need,
If they need, we can include them. Basically, I record the Python project oriented 3 to 4 project oriented people. Each each person explain two projects. Like that, four members will be there Python. If they worked in that gaming, they'll explain. But everyone does not require gaming, no. For that reason, it's a confusion in there. If you go for Salesforce, you can have Salesforce related 8 projects. But Python has different sectors is there. For that only we made Django as a standard one, where 4 projects Django related, some other projects in different sector. Just to have, whenever you want to shift, you can shift the career also. I cannot explain Hadoop related project, big data, Hadoop web services, data science related. You should learn that course, then you can understand the project. Hmm? Any doubts? Any doubts? Clear?
any learning body which certifies Python,
No, sir.
nothing like that.